BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense takes the field. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give to the tailback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Soften him up with a run, and now to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They've marched it down to the 4, but now facing a 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that is exactly exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So BYU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, they'll take to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. After the misfire now on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Buys a little extra time. Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your teammates.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Foster. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
BYU lines up quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Leaves it with the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback extends the play, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The play action fake. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Line gets set, 1st down. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this run.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Cole. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. He wants to throw it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Snags it on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. BYU right back to the line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half.
BYU 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Dropping back, it's Cole. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The give to the back. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Quick toss. Oh, he left him grabbing. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great time.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. Oh, they knock it free. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, we'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
On the ground with the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Nothing but Green just plowing down the field. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Cole. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a view and turned that into a positive play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. To the air. It's Cole. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls.
Is incomplete.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.